Hello, Argentina. First question. It's been a few years from the last time we talked. On that moment, you were finishing Selah Sue, your debut album. In what things you think he has grown as an artist? What things do you feel more confident or with more experience? I think I became better on stage because we played so much. We played 2 years and a half with one record, and we played like 2 times, 3 times a week. So I've played a lot, so I think on stage I'm really confident. I know what works. I can give a lot of energy. I sport, so I can dance and sing at the same time. So that's good. But also, you know, I knew better what I wanted on the record. I knew better what kind of kick, what kind of snare, what kind of production, how I wanted things to work or not. I had a more specific opinion. In the first record, I was a bit more, yeah, do whatever you want. I was still too busy, I think, with myself, with my own emotions to, you know, control them. But on the second record, I was really, yeah, I was really strict. I really knew what I wanted, actually. And I think I also did more with my vocal, more harmonies. I pushed myself a bit more in the studio to do like the vocal that I thought was the best one. So I think, yeah, it's all getting older and experienced that you just get wiser and know better what you want. Were you surprised by the impact of your first record? How was touring through the world and see the reactions and love of the people? Well, it was amazing, you know, it was really amazing. As I told you, I toured for 2 years and a half, and it was like the best experience of my life, probably. Not like per se the success, of course it works, because of the success you sell records and you can tour, you can see the world, you can have it as your job, you know, music. But especially it gives me structure and it gives me a goal, you know, like to perform really good live and to go for the second record and everything. But I was really surprised because, you know, it was in every country that it worked a bit, and especially like a few countries. I never been in Poland, and when I came there, it was like 3,000 people sang the songs from beginning till end. So that was, yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. We had the pleasure to have you playing in Argentina, other countries. How was your experience with surprise? What things call your attention? Well, we remember this. Normally, I don't really remember what and where, but Argentina is a place. If somebody asks me what place you love to play, what was a good experience, I always say Argentina and Brazil, because the public was insane there. And it's also the same as Poland. I've never been there, never did promo there, and I've been there, and the public was big and amazing and into it. So yeah, for me it was one of my best experiences. It's also a really beautiful country. A lot of like, I think because it's so warm there that people are just like more energetic and warmer and sweet. As in like, you know, Belgium where it's cold, people are all a bit more, yeah, quiet and reserved or something. So yeah, I only have good memories from Argentina. Talking about the present, you launched Reason, your second album. How was the process of recording this album after the great impact of the first one? Well, it was much harder than the first one because it was hard to work with the producers. They weren't ready. I had to wait for them for a year to have the agendas put together. Also the working together, I mean, they're really great guys, crazy talents and good guys, but they had both a really strong opinion, so I had to be really strong to say what I really wanted. That's why I called this record Reason. I had to use my sense of reason a lot to stay calm and not to cry and to fly back to Belgium. I had to be really strong and say what I wanted. And the recording, yeah, it went a bit slower than the first one. And now I know exactly, you know, for the third one, I wanted to do it at home. I don't want to travel too much anymore. That's a lesson I've learned, I think. And for the people that doesn't hear the album, what sounds would they find? I think it's pretty eclectic, same as the first one. I think it's still, the voice is still pretty soulful. It has a bit more harmonies. It's a bit bigger production. It's more electronic a bit, I think. A bit more pop maybe as well, but still influences from hip hop and a bit trip hop as well. I worked with a guy from Massive Attack as well, so it's a bit trip hop vibe as well, which is cool. So yeah, I think it's worth listening to. relate with the lyrics, you're more mature. This is reflected in the album, or you think you still follow a similar compositional line to Selah Sue? Well, I think that's kind of cool. I think the lyrics, you know, the first album is about self-acceptance, learn to accept who you are, with a lot of ups and downs. I suffered from a depression, you know, so for me it was been my way to place it and put it down. And I think a lot of people would expect, you know, 4 years later, now she's more mature, now she has everything together, now she's happy because she has success. But it's not true, you know. The lyrics are still about finding happiness, struggles in life, you know, and that's something I wanted to be really honest about. It's not that because you have success that you're happy now all the time, you know. It's still, life is still a search for happiness and ups and downs. I think it's with everybody. I think compositional, it came from everywhere, same as the first record. Some songs I wrote on guitar, some songs came with a band, some songs it came from a producer who sent me some beats and I sang on top of it. So it came a bit from everywhere, same as the first record. You picked Childish Gambino as unique collaboration. Why? I think, you know, he's just a really credible, good artist. Not a typical, you know, rap gangsta style, but really like good. And I think the tone of his voice is really beautiful, which for me is really important. He can not only rap, but he also can sing. So for me, it was really cool to have him on the record. What's next in the world? A world tour, other projects? Well, I think this year it's going to be Europe. Till end of the year, but I think after my album is going to be released in the States, Australia and Japan, so I'm going to go there. And yeah, I think touring a lot for a year or something, and then I'm going to take a bit of break and start with a third record. Are you going to return to Latin America? Oh yes, I mean, I crave for it. I really that's something, you know, that's on my list. I really want to come back because, yeah, it's so amazing. I already told you, but I think it's an amazing country to perform, to be, to experience. So a message for you fans in Latin America. Well, thank you so much for the support. I think it's amazing. I cannot wait to be back to give you another energy. I grow a lot. I think I'm a bit better on stage now. I know better what I want, so I can give you even more energy and good music. So I hope I'm gonna see you all again there. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.